Hello, everybody. Got the chat pulled up for anyone that wants to talk. Got no viewers in here yet.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient.
Welcome.
I'm
to the
afraid I
stream.
must take this to the headmaster.
But
That being
This is where we
said,
left off before.
Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me.
Alright.
You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Fuck you, Ghost. Fucking telling on me. Some like tattletale like you're a 12-year-old kid.
Levioso. Accio. Revelio.
There's a fire.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
So we return to Professor Fig. Yeah, we're gonna need this one equipped probably. Because this chest, because I know there's a bunch around here somewhere.
Revelio.
Does anyone even know how to do any of these? Like, what? I don't even understand. I have no idea. Let's try this one more time all the way through and get the first one again. Because I don't know what their role is each time.
Revelio.
That's the last. On another adventure, are we?
idea that I don't write down. I think there were doxy eggs as well.
Revelio.
Was this one you?
Revelio.
Not sure he's in at the present moment, the headmaster. Would be sure to tell him how very much you despise him.
Revelio.
At 8. Challenge completed.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Revelio.
Something's above me.
What are you up to now?
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox. It's inconceivable. It's...
Revelio.
Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Accio. Levioso. Revelio. Protego.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible.
Levioso.
Hear about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Okay.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Okay. This was all the fog.
Revelio.
Okay, so Cross Wands level 3.
You can't imagine how inconvenient.
Fucking what happened there?
If only a new student.
Revelio.
We're gonna have to like
Levioso. Reparo. Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Protego. Reparo. Revelio.
What's one inside there? Oh, but it's one of those. So we need to roll the dice things on. Yeah, I have no idea. So, hold on. So that one, 1, 2, 3. So like the 3, and then the other one, the other number that's a question mark would have to be 1 digit to make the next one to make 21. Like this one. And then this one right here, which is this thing, which is right there, is the third one up. So 3, and then 3, that'd be 14. So we need something that makes 21, so. So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we need something to make 7. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need to which is what that is, right? Okay,
Leviosa. Accio. Reparo. Incendio.
makes sense to me. Good thing. Nothing. Missed. Yeah, so they're always the same. Maybe that one? Okay, hold on. Try this. This one has to be this thing. This thing.
Revelio.
Like another. Oh, there is another one up there.
Oh, do shut up.
Okay, so I need to figure out
It's all about demeanor, really, isn't it?
what the other one would be. So this one is this one. Okay, so the double question marks would be what would make 17. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10. So that's 10. And then would be 4, 5, 6. So this one's 6. So we need 1. Which one would be the owl? Okay.
Oh, everybody knows you're in the mood.
Maybe I'm wrong about how I'm doing
I
this.
wish we didn't have to use the dagger.
I don't understand.
It's
Alright,
most
so there's not
untoward.
Let's try that again.
I feel I'd be safer if I were being schooled by Rookwood.
Just keep trying it, I guess.
I'd like to see your parents' faces. You should work on your polyjuice potion so you can pay them a visit.
I want to look up how to do them so I can like do them because I don't know how to even like solve them. Okay, yeah, so I was right. So so it says on here, to solve the door puzzles in Hogwarts Legacy, you simply need to number the creatures around the door from 0 to 9, left to right. To allow you putting the... So I was doing it right. Okay, so this one, which is the gecko, is that one for the top one. So this one is right. So what else? So that would be 9 actually, so there's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this one wait a minute. I'm guessing it's that. No. Okay. Try that one. I don't think we tried this one.
Everyone knows you can't.
Professor Weasley's easily.
No, we didn't try
My
this,
cousin was
this one,
transfigured into a
I
man.
guess. So the first one I have must be wrong then, because none of these are making not even the door open. Yeah. Okay. Okay, the owl actually counts as 0. So that means... I don't have the letter that it's showing me on here. Okay, so unicorn's 1, 2 is the horned beast, 3-headed serpent is 3. So the horned beast is 2. So that's 2. And then that means that it is 13. So we need something that is 13. So 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So that's, we need 8, something that actually means 8. So the spider is 8. Alright. And that thing is 5, so that's 5. And then 9. So that's 14. So we need something that makes 3 then. Right? So 3-headed serpent.
I shrunk.
So this should be the right combination. It worked! Oh my god, I figured it out. Huh.
There's something in there. I just know.
Is she growing Punja's onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear.
Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie.
Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Oh shit. Oh, it is screaming, it's not happy. Oh my god.
Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new form and pack down the soil!
Put it in.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new students.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on. Grab a few of those cabbages. Just... Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest. Look at that! That's not anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
From remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
Revelio.
I do wonder about...
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her mandrakes.
My sister wrecked my diamond. Oh, entirely unfair that my mother...
Revelio. Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Reparo.
Do come and find me if you stumble. Something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Oh, where was that? Was...
My father writes down every time our owl appears in the Great Hall.
What is this person doing? They're just sitting in there, just staring at the wall. This is the...
It's good Black's children are too young to attend Hogwarts.
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
I'm pretty sure we like this way.
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it? Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
have at home are brothers. I thought sharing a room with girls was fine. Clearly I was wrong. Thank goodness it's Gareth.
Potato! Ha! I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Bravery runs in my family.
Lenora! I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
I really have made a mess of things.
Levioso! Lumos! Incendio! Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Amit told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did Amit tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Accio! Got it. Only 4 more to go.
Yeah, the book's up here somewhere. Come back here, book. Come back. Come back. Don't run away. Come back. Probably down here somewhere. There it is. I see it. Come here.
That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida. Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want
You know, you can also
I
be
felt
like
like
an
the
asshole
aura
in
of
this
someone
game.
from the
Just
ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent,
Like,
which he is.
back there I can do the, like, Master Brew Board.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Point for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley, Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I can get the feather for you, but I also could, because I don't know. I don't know if I should.
I don't know, Gareth.
Sure.
I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
No. This guy's asking me to get a feather from this guy's office. No, it's some other guy. Garrett Weasley.
I've enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get.
I'm not getting it for you, sorry, bud.
I'm afraid I can't help you.
Get it yourself.
I understand. I'll sort something else out.
No, fuck him. I get in trouble with his ass. Who knows what will happen? The consequence will be me getting it for him. I could get the feather though, it's right here, it's just collect. Now
The potion should not be that color, Miss Should you chop the Didney or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
29 seconds.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Get it!
A good thing I did.
What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist.
Yeah, he knew. He
You've done
fucking
well
knew.
today.
Good thing I didn't do
I
it.
confess I was
Dude was
skeptical,
like,
given
I
the
heard him talking
advanced
to you
nature
over
of this
there.
class
He'd
and the
be
fact
quite,
you're a new student.
I'm
persuasive.
glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Pretty sure I sent you that one TikTok that had like Batman and like the movie, like the voiceover that, like,
I think there were
over top of like the one scene in Hogwarts or whatever, like one of the movies. Like, that one's great though. Okay, let's see. successfully avoid enemies' attacks by rolling casting scenario on 5 enemies. Okay, let's go out and talk to her, I guess. Not really any place I can fight enemies just yet. Oh yeah, I got cabbage that can bite people and shit now. Yeah. This guy's over here floating. What is he doing? He's floating. Dude has like a box or something. Or something. I don't know what the hell he's doing, but he's over there floating.
There's always someone snoring.
Revelio.
Holy crap, I have to go all the way over there. Yeah, I can't fast forward, so I don't think. No, okay. Damn, I have a long ass run to go then. Go meet her. Like, holy shit.
I should investigate.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I am well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
What does that mean?
I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us, which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Revelio.
Oh my god, there's a lot of chests here.
You can't imagine how inconvenient.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
So, the hunt begins. Don't worry, there's more where that came from.
Incendio. Accio.
You won't pay for that.
Lumos. Incendio.
I shall kill you for this when I get down from here! Bored! I'm bored up here!
I need to use my incendiary.
You're in for it!
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Who the hell are you?
Perhaps some nice flag.
Expulsor. I'm not going anywhere. Incendio. Leviosa, tell Rookwood to find me himself. Incendio.
Head in the clouds, this one. Take us. Production. Proper people, that is. Better luck next time.
Incendio.
Knew you were still hanging about.
Turned that guy into a chicken. Oh my god. Holy shit, I was beating the shit out of him.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has its symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has...
Revelio.
Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about the...
Incendio.
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
Incendio.
Yes, how beautiful! What a day. I can hardly believe it.
Revelio. I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Revelio.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Greetings, young Slytherin. Scrope knows about the old book you found for Professor Fig. Scrope can help you. And you can help Scrope. Get to the courtyard past the pendulum. If you don't know it, you'll see it easy enough. And don't tell anyone what you're up to. Professor Blank.
Alright, so now I have to go back here and meet him.
Revelio.
Something missing.
Scrope? Who is Scrope?
Who is Scrope?
Levioso! Incendio!
Almost there. Head for the pumpkins just down from the stone circle. Look inside one of them. You may be able to help lure broken-hearted scope.
Pumpkins? Ah, I think I know just the place.
It's just there. The young Slytherin must be extremely cautious by now. Meet Scrope by the water edge.
Down to the water's edge? This had better not be a trick.
I'm following this guy's notes now.
Revelio.
If it's there.
Incendio. Accio.
Leech juice. Ew. I found leech juice.
Thank you for coming all this way. The name's Scrope. Scrope serves the headmaster. Been in the Black family for years. Apologies for the abundance of notes. Scrope wanted to be sure you weren't followed.
What's this all about? Your notes mentioned the book I found in the restricted section.
Scrope can tell you more in exchange for your help, but no one, especially the headmaster, can know.
Happy to help, especially if you can shed light on the book.
Scrope is grateful. Scrope's late mistress, Apollonia Black, may she rest in peace, was a student at Hogwarts over 50 years ago. Before she died, she spoke with passion of pages ripped from a book. Scrope suspects she took them to her private grotto. She was delirious at the end, poor thing. Mistook belladonna for elderberries. Scrope tried to warn her.
I'm sorry to hear that. But how do you benefit if I find the pages?
Scrope believes that a treasured Black family ring is also in the grotto. Scrope wishes to give it to the headmaster. Apollonia forbade Scrope from entering the grotto long ago. Scrope continues to honour her wishes. Scrope would not dare ask a student for help, but when Scrope learned you were looking for those pages, Scrope thought you might also find the ring.
How did you know that I'd found a book and that it's missing pages?
Scrope and the other house elves are good at staying out of sight. Scrope hears and sees many things in the castle. Scrope knows how to keep secrets.
Tell me more about this treasured ring.
Oh, it's adorned with the Black family crest. The headmaster would be pleased with Scrope for returning it.
How did you injure your ear?
The Blacks have a tradition of decapitating their house elves when their service is no longer required. One day, dear Apollonia was understandably frustrated with Scrope and got a bit too eager with a cleaver. Scrope was able to convince the sweet girl of his value and now views this small injury as a reminder of her good heart.
It seems this may help us both. I shall do it.
Scrope is relieved. Scrope hoped the young Slytherin would be willing to help. Take this toast to the grotto just down the coast and place it on the pedestal there. Good luck. Scrope will wait right here for you. Best of luck finding your pages.
Got toast.
And the ring.
The guy gave me toast. What the hell am I supposed to do with this toast? Oh, what the fuck? Oh my god.
Incendio.
Ow! What the fuck? This frog thing just came out of nowhere. Get out of here.
Incendio. Levioso. Levioso.
I'm trying to heal. That thing is angry. It's level 10 too. Oh my god.
Yes. Incendio.
Oh my god. I just died. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. We are going to sneak this, because those things are evil as shit. We're going to go invisible. There's a lot of them. Oh my god, there's so many. Why is there so many? Why? To the water we go. Swim. Swim. Faster. It's gonna eat my ass. Get the fuck out of the water. Oh my god. Why are you so annoying? Oh my god. I'm literally almost dead. Fuck off.
Why would I need a piece
Oh
of
my god, dude,
toast?
take the toast.
I suppose that's where it
Fucking
goes.
toast. Did it just eat the toast?
Could it be? A visitor? Oh! Ah! Ooh! Ah! The name's Richard Jackdaw. I was a student, just like you, about a century ago. How in the world did you find this place?
A house elf named Scrope sent me. Said I might find a black family ring here.
Ah. Sorry to say, I sold the ring a long time ago. Poor Scrope. Still holds a candle for Apollonia, I reckon. Can't say I blame him. I stole all these treasures just to impress her. Alas, 'twas to no avail. I thought a secret map I pilfered from Peeves would pique her interest. But she simply rolled her eyes. What would I want with yellowed old pages torn from a book? Not my finest moment.
I'd like to have those pages if you don't mind.
They're not here. I thought if Apollonia wasn't interested in the map on the pages, perhaps it would lead to something that would intrigue her. So, I followed the map to what I can only describe as an enchanted cave of some kind. And you see what happened next? Here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you where to find the pages?
I think I could guess how you died, but who did it to you?
I was having a look around when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze. After that, I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do visit the cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
Why did I need the toast to get in here?
Oh, that was Apollonia's idea. Seems some squids love toast. They should have taught you that at Hogwarts.
How was it possible to steal from Peeves, a poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor, whatever's sure to cause the most chaos. He dropped them after a particularly aggressive romp through the library.
I suppose if that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you at the forest.
I'm sure the pages are still tucked in my waistcoat. If you don't mind the sight of a, well, my decapitated skeleton, they're yours for the taking.
Revelio. A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now.
These fucking frog things.
Protego!
Oh my god, there's one right there.
Hello, Scrope. Thanks to you, I was able to enter Apollonia's grotto. The toast was the key. I met a ghost there, Richard Jackdaw, who's agreed to lead me to the pages I've been looking for.
That boy was never good enough for Apollonia. Oh, what of the Black family ring?
I'm sorry to say that Jackdaw sold it long ago.
Sad news indeed. Scrope shall need to think of another way to impress the headmaster. Well, Scrope takes some consolation in knowing that the young Slytherin found what they needed.
I did. Thank you again, Scrope. You're a credit to House Elves. Incendio. This looks intriguing. Revelio.
Okay, so now I gotta go all the way up here. Alright, let's see. Disarm each arm we can follow. Where's your Jack Straw? Ghost.
Nice to see you, my young friend.
I hope you were able to take care of everything.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand. Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice.
Expelliarmus!
You seem to have the right end of the stick.
Accio! Levioso!
Expelliarmus may save your life someday.
Expelliarmus! Accio! Levioso! Accio! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Accio! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Accio! Expelliarmus! Accio! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Accio! Levioso! Accio! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Accio! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Accio! Levioso! Accio! Levioso!
Might some kind soul help me? If only a new student. Sad predicament.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Here I am, as good as my word.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. It took the cunning of a Slytherin to track down these pages.
Well said. Now where do we go from here?
Follow me. I shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise. Keep your eyes open for a bird bath. When you find it, say intramuros. I think it's Latin. Or Greek. As you can imagine, I never paid much attention in school. Shall we?
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks. A stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me. Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath. Adieu. Is that Latin? Or Greek?
Nothing to do now but keep going. The waterfall. For a thief, Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his word. Something oddly solemn about this place. Such regal creatures, stags. There it is, just as Jackdaw described. Intramuros.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Ranrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding. When do you take to give up?
Expelliarmus! Leviosa!
Vegetation does not belong in bats. You'd be better suited for girls.
Leviosa!
Is that the best you can do? You're so very weak. That was
Expelliarmus!
Smash of
Leviosa! No risk those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now. Let's see where Jackdaw has led me. I wonder how big this place is. Expelliarmus! I can shoot the symbol, but it doesn't stay lit for long. Impressive. That must be where all this leads. casual visitors down here. I wonder if any of my spells will help me through this. Expelliarmus! Accio! Levioso! Incendio!
Yup, there's spiders. Ew, 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 ew.
Levioso!
Die, you foul beast.
Incendio! Accio! Levioso!
I have no health potions, by the way, so I'm just doing this with what I got. Killed them all. Yuck, there's baby spiders.
I'm not gonna touch those. Ugh. Accio! Levioso!
Oh my god, there's so many of them in here too. Oh my god, this is not gonna go well for me. Oh my god.
Accio! Levioso! Accio! Levioso! Levioso! Accio! Levioso! Levioso! Incendio!
I'm almost dead. I'm literally one tap away.
Levioso! Incendio! Accio!
No, I died. That was my first death. Wait, I'm not dead. What the fuck? I'm not dead.
Levioso!
He didn't die. He got a little bit of health back. Where I died.
Levioso! Incendio! Accio! Levioso! Incendio!
Got them all. I didn't die. Crimson Voyage Crab. Asylum mask I can put on. Ooh, it's a legendary and it gives me 27 defense. Hell yeah.
Revelio.
My gear slots is full. On a legendary hat. It's fucking massive though. It's a fairy green sorcerer hat. But I can change the appearance of it. So we're gonna change it to the fedora.
Yeah.
Levioso.
Jackdaw could solve this so can I. Perhaps the next symbol is hidden. Remarkable. It's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there.
Oh. Levioso.
Accio.
Levioso.
Incendio.
Levioso. Levioso.
Accio.
Ow.
Leviosa!
What are you doing? Don't aim that way.
Incendio! Accio! Leviosa!
I have a 25 combo going right now. 31 now. Oh, I just lost it.
Incendio!
Got them all. Still got no health potions.
Not a headless skeleton in sight. But I may as well help myself to this. An untouched chest. Wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave. Whoa.
Your horse? What game are you playing? What game are you playing? Oh.
I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something. But where could he be? Not a headless skeleton. But I may as well help myself to this. There it is. The bridge, it's almost complete. More spiders. These can't be what the head of Richard Jackson. Accio. Leviosa.
Oh my god, I was pressing fucking B. Fucking do what I fucking say. Like...
Leviosa.
What the fuck was that shit?
Leviosa. Incendio. Accio.
That's a big motherfucking spider. There's two of them. What the fuck?
Leviosa. Incendio.
Okay, stop jumping. I am fucking holding RT.
Accio. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio. Leviosa.
Fire.
Incendio. Leviosa. Incendio.
Oh my god, we're gonna die. There's no way around this. Yeah, it's fucking dead. There's fucking death there.
There it is. The bridge, it's almost complete. More spiders. These can't be what the head of Richard Jackson. Leviosa.
Dude, I am literally that close. You're not even fucking hitting him? Like, what the fuck? Hit him. Stop! Like, what the fuck?
Accio. Leviosa. 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 Incendio. Leviosa. Accio. Shame you're so foul. Incendio. Leviosa. Incendio. Leviosa.
Dude, there's like no way. I need health potions, and I do not want to go all the way back just to make health potions. No.
There it is. The bridge, it's almost complete. More spiders. These can't be what the head of Richard Jackson.
Wait, let's go.
Accio.
I'm gonna probably be getting off after I get these pages. I can never beat this. And then I'll be back on the probably not, to be honest. The game had much content. There's stuff updating it anyway. GTA 5's their money makers. They're like,
Incendio.
yeah, true.
Levioso. Incendio. Levioso.
That's the wrong fucking thing you're focusing on, man. Focus on the big ass spiders, not the little ones. Same thing again, bro. Not the little ones.
Incendio. Levioso.
Yeah, be gone with you, fucking spider.
Incendio. Levioso.
Yeah, you did too now. Yeah.
Farewell.
All y'all. I got all y'all.
Imagine how many spiders have multiplied.
With no fucking health at all. 1 HP left. Holy shit, I had to sweat my ass off there. Andrew be telling me the game ain't like Dark Souls. My ass. What's the other one at though?
I need to look around for the symbol.
Oh, there it is. And there we go.
An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave. Must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains and those pages. We meet again, Richard Jackdaw. Thank you for keeping these pages safe all these years. Here it is, the map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. Is there something beyond this room?
I have to fight more people? Really? I have no health. Leave me alone. I got health back now, but like, I have no healing items. That's a big motherfucker.
Leviosa. Incendio. Leviosa.
And there's two of them. Oh my god, I gotta fight both of them now? Fight two at once? Oh my god.
Incendio.
Kinda low-key kicking your ass. Ooh, fuck, I think I'm dead. No, I'm 1 HP though.
Leviosa.
One's dead.
Leviosa. Incendio.
I'm at 44 combo right now. 48. 50 combo. Got him. 53 combo. This is only the beginning of the game still, though. Chill, game. Like. Okay.
I've seen this before. In Gringotts and the restricted section. Where am I? Oh no, the room's starting to flood.
Well, don't stand there and just let it flood. Move.
What sort of magic is this?
Oh, we're good. We got a bubble.
I can only hope this magic protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here. What is this place?
This looks like a place for a boss fight. That's what's going about to happen, isn't it?
Can it be?
It's you.
Has someone finally found our map chamber?
I recognize you from the Pensives. You're Professor Rackham.
I am indeed. I must confess that I am surprised to see someone so young
My hands
standing
were
before
literally
me.
sweating from that
I'm the
last
same
fight.
age that you and Isadora Morganach were when you started at Hogwarts.
You've paid attention, and might I presume you share our ability?
To see traces of ancient magic? Yes, sir, I do.
As you have likely realized by now, our ability gives us a unique relationship with all forms of magic. We can access expressions of magic that few others can. Opportunities will arise that allow you to sharpen this rare talent. Do not squander them.
I won't, Professor. Thank you.
We have much to discuss. But first, a map found in a certain book led you here. Place the book on the pedestal.
I don't have the book with me, sir.
That is unfortunate. I'm afraid we must pause our conversation until you return with the book.
I'm a bit confused, sir. Why is this room called the map chamber?
I assure you that all will be clear once the book has been placed on the pedestal.
The statues and carvings in the house on the cliffside, those are of you. Are you a seer?
I am.
Did you know that I would be here?
I cannot say more at present, except to say that your presence here does not entirely surprise me.
Very well. I'll retrieve the book right away.
Good. We shall speak again once the book is in place.
Your connection with ancient magic has unlocked talents. +1. You will receive 1 talent point each time you increase your wizarding level. You have new talent points to spend in the talents menu in your field guide. I finally unlocked skills. Ooh, dark arts. Blood curse. Dealing damage to all cursed targets, inflict damage to all cursed targets. Ooh, I got 6 points available. Let's one. My core. Okay, yeah. Basic cast impacts reduce spell countdowns. Holding dodge down allows you to vanish quickly and reappear nearby. Hell yeah! Spell knowledge. RT and tap the slot. Okay. Rare effects, yes. Stealth. Enemy's ability to detect you is reduced. Yes. While sprinting, yes. A ring of fire around you. Come on, come on. I got 1 point left. Let's look at this one now. Okay, we're gonna go with this one.
Incendio.
That's so cool. Dude, the dash. Oh my god. I'm like fucking Sonic. Fucking Hedgehog now. Like, look at that roll. Look how fast he goes. Zoom. He literally rolls into a ball. Fucking Sonic the fucking Hedgehog. Look at that.
I found the pages and the map chamber. Why would I need the book?
What are you up to now?
I'm back at Hogwarts. I wonder when Professor Fig will be back. I did promise him I wouldn't neglect my studies while he was away. Suppose I have enough to distract myself with till he returns with the book.
Oh, you can't use the dash inside Hogwarts?
Revelio.
You need to learn Depulso, the banishing charm. Useful for pushing objects or adversaries away. Complete the required tasks and meet me in my classroom.
Well, with that stream, we're gonna end it there. controller's gonna die anyway. Alright, I hope everybody enjoyed the stream today, and thanks for whoever was watching the whole time. See a few people that's watching. Well, with that said, see you guys in the next one, and it will definitely be tomorrow, a little bit earlier tomorrow next time, because I've been busy for the past few days. But hope you all enjoyed the stream. This will be on YouTube, if anyone's wondering. So yeah, I know there's a few people that's watching me on YouTube. Well, actually quite a few. But you guys enjoyed, and peace out.